I wanted to come on here and just have a little chit chat with everybody. Um, I really just need to practice on camera. So, oh shoot, hold on. This is no bueno. I don't want that. I just want me. Oh gosh. Hold on. Is this better? Hold on. Okay, I think this is better. Um, yeah, we figured it out. Okay, this is so silly. But this is the whole point. I need to practice. Carly and I have decided we want to at least film twice a week. We just have so much fun. And so, like, this is my current dilemma, y'all. I had a friend, okay, Carly and I organically, okay, I'm saying okay so much. So, for the longest time, I'm like a closet nerd, and like certain things that I do and say are kind of against the grain, I guess. I don't know. I use phrases that aren't really popular anymore. And to be fair, like, I don't know if they ever were popular, but I say, and I say this all the time, and I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not saying it because I've said it on the podcast now, but like, I tell people very often, catch you on the flip side. Like, if I know I'm not going to, it's kind of funny because, like, if I know I'm not going to hear from somebody for a long time, like, that's my response. Instead of saying, like, bye or see you later, I'll just be like, catch you on the flip side. Because, like, when's the flip side? I don't know. It's up in the air, you know? We got to flip it to figure it out. Anyways, so when Carly and I started recording, I like organically would say at the end of the podcast, catch you on the flip side later, because I'm a nerd and I'm a millennial. And so, like, classic millennial, right? Duck lips and the peace sign. Like, does it get more millennial than this? I don't really know. Well, sure it does. Disasters, the world going to shit, the 2008 crash, you know, all the really fun things happen to millennials. We were the last generation to live without the internet and with the internet. It's been really cool. Or like grow up through it, I guess. Like old people older than me lived through both, but you know what I mean. I feel like we were the last generation to use book bags for actual books because like kids don't use books anymore. They use their tablets. Like my kids have iPads for school and Chromebooks. So I don't even know, like Carly got books this year and her teacher was like, just take it home, give it back to me at the end of the year. We have to give it to you. It's like the law or something. I don't know. But anyways, so a friend suggested to me that I should name the podcast Catch You On. Well, she suggested I name it Flipside. And so I got on Apple Podcasts and there's like a handful of podcasts that are already called Flipside. Some are the Flipside, some are just Flipside. But I was thinking I could run with it. I could run with Flipside and call it Catch Us On the Flipside. So I was contemplating changing like my whole podcast name. But okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my podcast name Said Out Loud, the conversations we should have. And that's where everything is going to live. Cause I don't feel like creating a new channel and I don't feel like creating a new podcast. Like that's too much for me to manage. And this is just like a for funsy thing. So, but what I am going to do, I think is like the podcast that me and Carly create, I'm going to have different thumbnails and they're going to be geared towards the title of me and hers, like separately, Catch Us on the Flip Side. And so like, this is my idea. This is my idea. Like, this is kind of what I'm going for. There we go. Kind of like a 90s theme. I was thinking like Saved by the Bell. That was like my initial, kind of like inspiration. And so I want to get pictures. I want to get like pictures taken with me and Carly so that I can add her on there because right now it's just with me. And my goal for this is to be like a me and her thing even when she goes to college. I think it would be like super fun to keep up with, like when she's in her early 20s, when she has kids, like when she's married, all the fun things. Like it's been a really, really fun thing. Not just for me, but I feel like for her, it's just like deepening our relationship. We're learning even more about each other. And it's fun. Like it's fun for you guys to follow along. And I feel like it's fun for us. But I've blabbered on forever. I'm Kalyn. And this is the next episode of Catch Us on the Flip Side later. I'm a dork. Basically, I just needed to test this out because before this, my camera keeps being glitchy. And I don't know if, I feel like it's being glitchy now even. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi. Jeremy suggested me hooking up the Ethernet cable directly from the Wi-Fi box, the internet, whatever it is. But my laptop doesn't have a port for that. So that's fun. Maybe I need maybe I need a new laptop. In the comments, if I need a new laptop, what kind should I get? I have a Levino right now. I'm not really sure if that's how it's pronounced, but that's how I pronounce it. My last two laptops have been Levinos, and they're my fave. My one previously to this, I feel like was better, high quality, bigger screen, more memory, but my kids spilled milk all over it. And so it was donezo. I had to buy a new one, and now I have a fancy laptop stand. So that way, if they spill something on my desk, it won't fry my computer. I'm trying to think what else. What else is going on in our lives? Today I broke my thrift store virginity. I have been to kids thrift stores. Like I have been to Once Upon a Child and what's the other, Plato's Closet. Been to those, but I've never I don't know if this is embarrassing or not, but I've never been to the Goodwill or VOA. Today did it. I found some really, really good, like staple, simple pieces. Since I lost weight, I like do not fit into any clothes. Nothing fits me. And I don't want to spend $25, $30 on a shirt. So I went to the Goodwill today. I spent $50 and I got 2 sweaters because I'm a sweater girly, a Carhartt jacket, and 10 shirts, like crappy shirts, cute shirts, plain shirts, shirts that can mix and match, and one like fun stripy shirt. Y'all, I spent $50, 13 items. I've been sleeping on the thrift, and I went to like a town that's close to me that's like super uppity. And I feel like they probably have good stuff. I did find a bunch of Hollister jeans, and I'm super upset because they didn't fit me. They were just one size too small, and they were the cutest, like baggy, like chunky. I'm not really sure the right description for them, but like the boxy kind, the barrel. I don't know. You guys know what you guys catch my vibes. They were super cute, but they just I could get them over my thighs, but it was not comfortable. I'm like, yeah, I cannot be wearing this out in public. Another note for myself: when I record, I'm gonna have to start putting my phone on D&D because I get texts and then I get distracted, and I've never felt in my life that I had ADHD, but the last like 6 months, I don't know if I have acquired this thing. And I know like everyone's gonna be like, oh, it's a fad. Everyone is like self-diagnosing themselves with ADHD. Sure, you're right. It is a self-diagnosis. I'm not trying to be trendy. I just feel like I have literal problems. I cannot focus on literally anything. I feel like I sit at my computer and I work all day, but I accomplish literally nothing. My husband gets home from work. He probably thinks like, what do you do all day? Sit on the couch? No, never on the couch. Hardly ever sit down unless I'm at my computer. And still my tasks, like I could have 30 tasks on my to-do list. I've done 3. Today I was supposed to go to the store to get Jeremy new socks. Didn't even do that. Did go to Goodwill. I went to lunch with Carly, which was super fun. We don't get to do a lot. I am talking so fast. This is a fun, if someone did an air check on me, they would instantly say, Kalyn talks so fast. And they would not be wrong. Carly and I went to lunch at Roosters. It was super fun. Casual. Oh, because Roosters is a fun, casual joint. But no, seriously, like we don't get a lot of one-on-one time together because she's so busy and I'm so busy taking care of the kids who like need more of me, which makes me kind of sad and makes me feel guilty. But it was just much needed. She's almost 18. Less than a year. She'll be 18. And it makes me sad because I remember when she was born. I feel like it was 2 years ago. And now she's almost an adult, which is creepy. And she still can't cook. But we're going to work on that. I'm going to start making her do more. I think I need to make her make dinner once a week for the family because she's got to learn. She can't live here forever. I mean, she could, but that would be embarrassing for her. And I need more space. I'm not going to lie. Like, one of the kids is going to have to move down to her room because Kate and Colt, the 6 and 7-year-old, they can't share a room forever. And like Caleb he's 11, and that's like a weird, boy age. And I'm not putting like an 11-year-old and a 6-year-old sharing a room is kind of weird. Kate and him sharing like a girl and a boy is weird. Like Kate and Colton have shared a room forever. They're 13 months apart. I don't know. I feel like they're this, but at some point it's just going to be like, inappropriate for them to share a room. So I need her to get out so that Caleb can move down there and Kate can move to Caleb's room. Colton can stay where he's at, and Corinne can at some point move the heck out of my bed, stop co-sleeping, and sleep in her own bed. That would be so nice. What can we talk dinners really quick? Because I am in this like super, super dinner rut where I'm like out of ideas. In the summer, I feel like we eat so much chicken and salad and pasta salad. In the winter, I don't know. I tend to, and I know it's like all springy now, but I tend to just cook so much pasta. Parmesan and pasta. I could have pasta every single night with a different sauce and a different meat, and I would have zero complaints. But my husband, y'all, he does not. He is not a pasta guy. He also doesn't like spaghetti, which is hard because I love spaghetti. He would do lasagna, but I don't have time to make lasagna. I mean, I do, but I don't want to do that. So there's that. So if you guys have dinner ideas, drop those in the comments too, because I am feeling like I just don't have the headspace to be creative. Tonight, we're going to do grilled shrimp. I marinated it in B2B3's Parmesan garlic sauce. I'm going to pop those on the Blackstone. We're going to do asparagus and sweet potatoes, which reminds me, I probably need to get off here soon and start the sweet potatoes because they take an hour and 20 minutes to cook. So I should probably do that. I'm trying to think. Carly and I are going to record tomorrow, our next episode. So I need to come up with topics. I kind of want to do something where we like rank items, like our favorite clothing brand. Where are the best jeans? What is our number one item that we could never live without? Would we move somewhere where a Target is not within 30 miles? My answer is no. Although, guys, I honestly like Target's clothes are either you're dressing for the apocalypse or you're dressing for 85-degree weather. There's like no in between. In January, we start pulling out bathing suits. In July, they'll start putting coats out. It's just like the most bizarre thing. And their style is weird. It's like Little House on the Prairie vibes, or Game of Thrones, So clothing wise, for myself, I don't really shop there anymore. I will find like random pieces here and there. The kids still have cute clothes, but their stuff is kind of expensive. And I find myself not really shopping at Target very much unless like it's either makeup because they have an Ulta there, or if it's like Christmas, I'll shop there. They have super cute like stocking stuffers and other things like that. But like, unless I'm going there for a specific item, I kind of avoid Target. Actually, to be honest, I kind of avoid all stores. I'll just shop on Amazon, which I hate. I don't want to support Amazon, but it's just easy. It's easy, and Target is just meh. Old Navy's been okay, but I'm sorry. Even Old Navy's been hit or miss. Their dresses last time were like I was dressing for. I don't even know. I don't know. Baseball season is upon us. We're back to 2 nights a week for baseball. Tournaments start this weekend. I'm about to have no free time. No free time again. I love baseball when it's warm. But when it's cold, I'm not about that life. I don't like sitting outside when it's cold. I'd rather like 90-degree baseball weather, wear shorts and a tank top and flip-flops and live my life. I've blabbed to y'all enough. I'm going to hop off of here. I think this was a great practice. If you listen to this whole video, you either really love me and you want to support me, you're bored, or I'm not really sure. But if you hung around this long, I love you. This was a great practice. I hope that I wasn't so glitchy. I'm going to go make dinner, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Later.